awesome. I'm live. This is so awesome. I love being able to stream right from my feed. Okay, so let me get into this. I wanted to answer these questions. I just got done a team call, and so I wanted to answer a question in my inbox. You guys have sent so many questions these past couple of weeks, and I haven't gotten to answer so many of them. Again, it's better if you email me, but I kind of like being able to connect with you guys right here on Facebook. So you might as well, I will get to you as soon as I can. So let's answer this question, which is, should my business or church have an app? We know that in today's world, apps are of insane popularity. It's so easy, to go on to the App Store, find a new app, download it, and then start having fun with it. On the flip side, as whether you have your own ministry, whether you have your own church, whether you're on your creative team at your church, whether you have a business and you're thinking, oh, our business should have an app, or, I am a public figure, I should have an app, or, anything, my brand should have an app. I love apps. I have tons of apps on my phone. I categorize them. I obsess with them. I try to find new apps. And matter of fact, this Friday, I'm putting out a new blog post on my website on my top 4 apps that I am obsessed with if you are a small business owner or you love startups. And so I found 4 apps that I obsess over, I love. And, because we're in an app world, we're in a tech world, it can be very easy to think that I need this. I need this for my business. I saw this. This is great. I need it for my business. And we don't really go over a list of questions first of, should I really have an app? So I want to give you some things to think about. Hey Bree, how are you? Hey guys, be sure to check in, give me a comment, say hi so I know who's watching this. But let's get into, should my business or church have an app? Okay, let's get into this. I have 3 main things that we're going to touch over. I'm going to be quick. I have things to do. You have things to do. You should be working and grinding on your business, on your platform, on your ministry, working to get things done. So I don't want to keep you long. If you do know someone who needs this or should hear this, be sure to hit that share button to all of your friends and all of your followers. So the first thing that I ask people who say Genesis, my brand, my church needs an app. Hey Tania, hey Mish, thanks. I am kind of glowing. It's a good day. But hey guys, hey. Okay, so hey mom number 3. Hi Miss Marie. So this is, in my opinion, the things you should ask before you talk about an app. The first thing is this. You need the video on MailChimp, I got you, Brie, is your website. The reason why for many brands they think that they should have an app is usually because your website isn't that good. Yeah. I'm going to go into why. Because in today's world, the progression of websites, and what I mean by that is the functionality of websites, now basically compare to an app. If you have a responsive website, in other words, where your website shifts to whatever device it's on, and so for instance, my website genesisdorsey.com, when I look at it on my desktop and then when I look at it on my phone, it looks the same. I'm not missing anything. And so for a lot of you, your website and your app aren't going to have anything different. And so you have to really think about this. What is something that your website does not have that should go into an app? An app should be an addition to your brand, not a detractor. And I'm right now, because, a lot of people look for me for strategy. I want to give you the strategy section. A lot of you guys are hearing things from people, but they're not diving into business strategy. Okay. They're not diving into, let's really think about this real quick. Okay. Let's think about this. I'm going to dive into the strategy of this. When you're building up a platform, you're building up your audience. Okay. And when you're building up an audience, you don't want to detract their attention span. And so right now, you want to get them invested into your brand, addicted to your brand. And sometimes by adding too many things too early, you actually end up dividing the attention. Okay, just hear me out. So if I add an app that does not add to my brand, in other words, what you see on the website is also on the app, then you're going to start to split your audience. You're going to have app people and then website people. And right now, your website needs more it needs more hits than your app does. Okay. So a lot of times we're like, oh yeah, look how many people have downloaded my app. But if they're not going to your website, you're not really adding to your brand. You're actually detracting and pulling attention from your brand. A lot of times we think that an app is, it just makes us. No, your website at the end of the day is what's going to make you. An app will add on to it, but at the end of the day, your website should be where most people should be going. And so again, is this adding to my brand or detracting? So this is the next thing I want to hit. So first of all, look at your website. Your website, in my opinion, guys, I'm so sorry, I'm still sick. So if I wipe my nose, it's because I'm still a little sick. But the first thing you should be looking at is your website. Your website should be thebomb.com. Is that like a flurry? Is that a tissue flurry? Okay, I'm sorry. Your website should be thebomb.com. I mean, that thing should be at the top. That's what I focus on. I have been a person that loves to experiment, but at the end of the day, my website, especially being that I build websites, I make sure that my website fits me, that any new additions is on my website. You don't see me coming out with an app. There's really no point to me having an app, because my website can do it all. You can watch videos, you can listen to, it has the podcast links, you can read my content. That's really what matters, okay? Also, too, I'm really big on building up my SEO. My website will get that done. SEO stands for your search engine optimization. In other words, it's when people Google you, what comes up. For me, I want my website, I want all my articles, I want that stuff to become center. So my website is the main thing. For churches, you have your what? You have your giving, you have your location, you have your about information, you have maybe your sermon links, sermon content. All that can be on a website. You don't have to go anywhere outside of a website to get that done. But because we see all these different people having apps, we're like, oh yeah, let's get, and then you're adding on an expense, adding on to your overhead that is really not needed, okay? So here's the second thing. If you say, okay, Gigi, I hear everything you're saying, I still think I need an app. So let's go to the strategy thing, okay? Here it is. What is the unique thing that this app brings? What makes it amazing? I know, people talk about Kim Kardashian all the time, and the thing about her app that she's introduced, I know Kiara Sheard from the, church world, she has introduced an app. What they're doing is they're bringing what they call unique content that you can't get anywhere else except on the app. So basically, the unique proposition is you can't get anything else. You can't get any of this content anywhere else but my app. So this is the reason for you to come to my app, because you get exclusive content, okay? However, in order to do that, you have to build exclusive content on top of putting out content for free out to people who are not on the app. So many people don't have that time or a team dedicated to building special content, especially to maintain the maintenance of that app. Okay, and so if you are going to do an app, there should be something uniquely special that this app does that cannot be done on the website. Okay, that's the thing. So you have to really think about that. And for most people, you don't have anything, and it's not to offend, but it's just the truth. You don't want to waste money. There isn't anything unique to add, so you don't need the app. There's nothing unique for you to add to outside of your platform. The number 3 is how does this add to the main goal of your brand? Every brand has a vision and has a mission, and this goes for anything. This rule right here goes for anyone who has a business, a ministry, a church, anything. Look at your bottom line. Okay, and what I mean by the bottom, I don't mean the numbers. I always mean like the vision. Look at the thing that is the foundation of everything that you're doing. Look at that foundation. Is this adding to the foundation, or is this detracting from? Many times we get so obsessed with things that are new and new ways of doing things. We're like, yeah, I gotta add this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. But at the end of the day, you have to read your mission statement. You have to read your vision statement. Is this going to add to what we're doing? Or is this just some fun thing doing on the side that's actually going to waste our time? Anything that's not connected to your vision will pull away from your vision, will actually distract you from your vision. And so, is this going to add a better experience? Is this going to add, when people go into our church, will this add extra features that will really make their experience greater? Is this the proper time for us to add, or should we build more so that when we do add the app, we can cover the expenses, we can cover this, or is this just something for us to look cool, but really we're wasting money down the drain? Does this add to for your business? Will this make me have more money in my bank because of this app, or is this detracting from it? A lot of people say, well, I want an app so that people can buy things, on my store. Well, your website is responsive on its phone. They can buy things on your store by going to your domain on their mobile browser, and there's nothing different, it is actually its own app in a sense, so, and when we think about it, even when you buy apps, if you get an app builder or you get someone to build your app, they're technically just taking what's on your website and putting it into an app. Again, what is the unique feature? In my opinion, I would hire someone to build an app that had a unique feature, something that I could not imitate on a website. That is what's going to make it unique, okay? So those are three things. Number one, is there something that your website is doing, is there something that your website is not doing that needs to be on an app? Okay, so look at your website. In my opinion, most people do not need an app. Most people do not need an app because your website already has everything. So focus on making your website amazing. Also make sure that it looks amazing on the phone, because the more amazing that it looks on the phone, the more amazing people will actually stay on your website. And what I've learned is that, when you make the mobile experience amazing, you don't need an app, because they're going to stay on your website all the time. I noticed that with our online ministry, people have loved our website with Girls of Royalty. They've stayed more on our website, reading content, shopping our store. We get more mobile hits on our store than we do on the desktop. And so it really does speak to the fact that you don't need an app for a store. You don't need it. You don't need it. You just use your website. For my own personal website, when I look at my website hits, making my site has always been responsive. But now that I'm pumping out more content every week, I now pump out blog posts every Monday and every Friday, like without hesitation. Sorry guys, my nose. But I pump out content every Monday and every Friday, okay? And Wednesdays are when I send out things to my special email list. And without fail, people are checked with their phones. They're browsing these articles and they're reading these articles. So making your website mobile responsive is huge. If you want to know how your site looks on the phone, go to your website on your mobile browser. If I have to pinch and scroll to look at stuff, it's not mobile responsive. And, that's a really big thing. You're going to miss out on a lot of things by not making sure that your website is mobile responsive. The number two thing that we touched on is, if you're going to have an app, what is the unique capabilities that this app will have that the website does not have? There's no sense in reproducing content on an app. There is no reason to do that. If they can look it on the website, they don't need to have an app to do that, because your website is mobile responsive, right? So there needs to be something special about this app that is just like mind-blowing. Like if it's something just amazing. There needs to be something special about this app. Okay, something special. So what is that unique proposition? This is very important when when you're building your business model. Whenever you're adding something, the question always should be, what makes this unique for it to be an addition? Because anything that is just an upgraded version, okay, well, let's just take off the old thing and replace it, versus adding something new, right? So even in business, it's the same thing. Whenever I'm adding something, what's the unique feature? The number three, how does this add on to the main goal? If I'm going to have an app, does this build up what I'm currently building? Does this add to the mission and the vision and the goal? Or is this just a detractor? You see, you don't want to distract your audience. A lot of times we add on so many things, it's actually distracting your audience rather than helping your audience. And too many things at one time, as a brand, people are like, oh, wait, what? Huh? What? You got to put it in a way that is easily digestible. Okay, so I always tell people, make your website the hot sauce. I mean, it's like the zinger. Make your website a banger. I mean, that thing's like woo wee. You know, people love coming to your website. Make that it. Okay, and then if you do add on an app, ask yourself these questions that I've asked you. Okay, is it something that your website could be doing? Number two, what's the unique proposition? And then number three, how does this add on to the main goal? Okay, guys, be blessed. Thank you for watching this live video. Again, if you know someone who needs this video, just hit share to someone that you know that needs it. And of course, these are, of course, the inbox questions answered by me. So if you have any questions in reference to business, small business, in reference to ministry, I'm from the creative and tech side. Okay, from the I can't teach you how to teach God's word or preach it, nothing like that. But I can help you when it comes to social media, when it comes to your websites, when it comes to just branding or creative strategy. I can help you in that aspect. So be sure to inbox me. You can inbox me right here on Facebook, and I will answer your questions. Okay, guys? Or you can also go to my website, which is genesisdorsey.com, okay, and read my latest blog post, podcast, content just to help you grow, whether you are in small business or whether you are in ministry. See you guys later. Love you guys. Bye. I have to hit stop streaming, right?